Your son being given alcohol by his friend's parents is a problem. It's illegal. They're breaking the law, and so is your son. And the law's there to keep your son safe, to keep his health good, and to make sure that if he gets drunk, that he doesn't hurt anybody. So something needs to be done. It's really interesting. There's been some research in the last few years that tells us that parents will often give their children or their teenagers alcohol in the home because they think that it's going to help them to drink responsibly and drink in moderation. But the research says that's not what happens. Teens instead see it as a green light, as an endorsement of drinking behavior, and they're actually more likely to drink more regularly and to drink heavily. Binge drinking. Some other research tells us that the earlier we give our kids that alcohol, the more likely it is that they're going to grow up to drink regularly and actually have problem drinking behaviors. So we need to act on this. What do we do? Number one, we've got to have a conversation with those parents. They shouldn't be doing it. Of course, face-to-face is always going to be the best way. If we do it via text or via email, what might end up happening is that we get into a digital war that is a lot less likely if we have the face-to-face conversation. Let them know your values, let them know what the boundaries are, and ask that they respect those wishes. The second thing to do is have the conversation with your son. Now, he's not going to like that, and that's where you get into what I call the dance. This is where you express your concerns, he gets angry or defensive or goes quiet and doesn't want to play, and you take 2 steps forward and 2 steps back and a step to the side. But the important thing is that you have that conversation, whether it takes 10 seconds or 10 minutes or 10 days, you have the conversation, work together to establish limits around alcohol that are legal and safe for your growing teen's body and brain. Now, there's a couple of things that you definitely don't want to do. Number one, don't ban your teenager from being friends with that person or from going to their house. If you do, you're going to invite resistance, and you're also going to get into a really big power struggle. You'll drive the behavior underground. He'll still be friends. It's just that it's going to all be behind your back. The second thing, don't blow up. As tempting as it is, and as much as you want to, all you're going to do is get into an argument, and you're going to have him trying to assert his independence, because teens love to argue and they love to prove that they can do whatever they want. There are 3 things that we do want to do, though. Number one, be calm. Have the hard conversation, but stay calm no matter what. Number 2, recognize that it will take some time. Be prepared to give the time, because that's where you get the best results. And number 3, don't do things to them. Instead, work things out together. That's the way that we get the best results, by collaborating, not by demanding.